Joe, there you go. Man, it's not the way you want to get in, but how much pride do you take from the way those guys fought, considering how many guys were up?
Yeah, so I said to the group, hell of a job fighting. Second night of back-to-back shorthanded. But there were a lot of things we left on the table, kind of shot ourselves in the foot. Loved the fight, loved the effort. We had our chances and, gave the group props for that. But, the main things I looked at was the areas that they're really good at, and they hurt us with the offensive rebounds, the turnovers, and getting them 13 more shots. And so if we just took care of those, cut them in half, we'd be in great shape.
Was it late in the game when B spent a little bit over Pritchard? What just went into the decision to go with that lineup there? Yeah.
He was scoring fine. He was scoring well. 13 points himself, but it was really the defense on Siakam. He was by far our best defender on Siakam, and so wanted to keep his body out there, his physicality, and he did a great job there. But also got it going a little bit offensively in the second half.
The offense down the stretch there, just 6 points in overtime. What do you think went wrong there?
Missed a few easy shots on some layups. I think we over-penetrated and didn't look for our outlets, like we did in the first half. This is the team that clogs the paint. So when I think Derek had one late in the game going down the lane, 3-4 guys there. We wanted to kick out and trying to find our outlets there. And then Derek had a great look where he rejected it and got to the lane, just kind of missed the easy shot. So, 6-9 overall in overtime, didn't score great there. But even somewhat in the fourth quarter, I felt like we weren't at our best as well and didn't get the shots we wanted, although we scored 26 points. So we had our chances, honestly. Didn't defensive rebound well and turn the ball over way too much and give them 13 more shots in all the areas that they're really good at. We kind of aided them tonight.
Is there a benefit to being able to play some of the guys who don't necessarily get a chance all the time and to see them against a team like the Raptors, which has been playing really well lately? And what do you learn about those guys when they're playing big minutes, whether it's Neesmith, Howes, or Cornette, those guys?
Yeah, I think it is. It's invaluable to get those guys those live reps. They're going to be in some certain situations at times. Obviously, with all the guys missing, it may not be that same lineup, but to see them out there in crunch time situations is beneficial and get some of that experience. And as you saw, injuries happen and guys got to be ready. And so great night by a lot of guys. A lot of guys stepped up. And like I said, we had our chances and felt we let one slip away.
How important are these last 6 games just figuring out how you want to replace Rob and the rotations and lineups that you might lean on in the playoffs?
Yeah, it'll be crucial. They take a look at some different things. Tonight's, not the night for that because of all the bodies being out, but just to getting those guys' experience out there, like I said, is valuable for those guys and us to take a look at them in those situations. But it will be definitely, looking at different rotations and what we like and don't like. But we kind of know what we had early in the season as far as small ball lineups, but just to see how Daniel mixes in with Aaron, Al, or possibly Grant and look at those combinations. But
can that be matchup based in the playoffs, or are you just going to try to find the right guy that fits best with that group?
Yeah, with the full-time starter out like Rob, we can't go specifically for game by game, and even then late in the season to tinker with some things and look at different rotations. So playoffs is a whole different thing where, we'll try something out, see what works best in these last 6 games, like you mentioned, as far as starting lineups and rotations, but can always go game by game if need be.
Coach, we have a Zoom question here from John Corrales, please.
Ime, a game like this, you talked about the effort and all that stuff. When you're building something as a first-year head coach and you see your guys coming out like that, do you see this as like an extension of the culture that you're trying to build, and you're trying to have guys play a certain way and be a certain way on the floor, to have these guys come in, not your regulars, do that? How does that make you feel as a person trying to set that?
No, it was great. And like I said to the group, the effort wasn't the problem. I think it was more execution, with the little things as far as rebounding and some turnovers due to lack of execution, but effort was there all night. We had our chances. And what I said to the group before the game was we've established how we play, who we are, and regardless of who's in or out of the lineup, we're going to continue to play that way. And so from the start, the fight was there. I think we, really got after it early and late, and still had our chances late if we got some rebounds and didn't turn over as much late. But as far as effort standpoint and us establishing who we are and the way we want to play, they picked up no problem tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Wrap it up right there.
Thank you.